stop him at the 16. So Delaware's offense will start this game off. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Patterson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such a great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wake!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything. I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Blue Hens are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Showing off the arm. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
With the catch, it's Patterson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming through all those bodies, and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Silver. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. East line set just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Makes the grab. It's Mays. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Damon Deacon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And that decision will be questioned for a while. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Tell you what, that's a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Military stunt.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's LeBoy. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls it in, it's Silver. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the 1st. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off-play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Vick.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Vick. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Finds his man. It's Claiborne.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds a little space. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Wake. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense